Instead of celebrating the Cavaliers' 2016 championship reunion in Europe, Kyrie Irving chose to spend his time mentoring young players at the NBPA Top 100 camp before returning to New Jersey to connect with and inspire up-and-coming student athletes in his local community. When it comes to Kyrie Irving, there's always going to be a lot of division. People love him, people hate him, people want to see him fall, people want to see him succeed. He is one of those people that once his name is in the limelight, in the spotlight, it is going to be talked about, no matter what he does. There was a reunion for the 2016 championship. LeBron was there, J.R. Smith. Kyrie Irving was not there, and as you heard from this explanation, this is the reason why he wasn't there. But people are saying, should he have been there? Why wasn't Kyrie Irving there? He should have been at the reunion instead of being at this camp. Others are saying, no, he had responsibilities. He'd rather speak to the youth. He'd rather be around the youth, be at this camp, inspiring the young and up-and-coming generation. I don't know what side of the fence you fall on, but for me, Kyrie Irving hit arguably the biggest shot in NBA Finals history and was pretty much, other than LeBron, the key component of why the Cavaliers won that 2016 championship. And people tend to forget that and not talk about that enough. So yes, he could have been there, should have been there. It's his decision. For me, that's how I felt. But if this is true, and some people are saying it's not true that the camp was not at the same day as this reunion, or whatever the case may be. But if this is true, what we just heard, then I am on the side of Kyrie Irving. And here is what he said to the camp he spoke about. And coincidentally, his words, the words he was using, had something to say, some type of feeling, some type of anguish, some type of gusto towards the situation with the 2016 Cavaliers reunion. I don't know if he meant to say it this way or meant to do it this way, but to me, this is how it comes off.
It's so hard mentally. Friends don't understand. You have a small friend circle. Girls don't understand. A lot of people don't understand what the grind is. They think that you have time for your kids to just, hey, yeah, let's hang out. My dad told me at a very young age that I was going to miss birthdays. I was going to miss events. I cried in front of him. He told me at 15 years old, 16 years old, you're not going to be at everybody's birthday. What do you mean, Dad? Me? Like, I'm trying to be everywhere. Like, what do you mean I'm not going to be able to hang out with the same friends? No, Kyrie, you're not understanding. You're a professional at 15, 16, mentally. You're developing mentally for time to be a professional. And then you follow something. Then you got to go through the obstacles. Then you got to go through us. But initially, you got to go through yourself first. You got to break.
So pretty much what I'm getting from this, Kyrie, if he's speaking his truth, he's explaining exactly why he wasn't at the reunion. His dad told him at 15, 16, you're going to miss events. You're going to get the professional mentality before you become the professional. And he's living through it. He's living it right now. So in his mind, he knows that missing an event like that reunion is not as important as speaking to this youth, in his mind. To others, it may be different. You might be on the other side of the coin. But to him, personally, this is what he feels. And he's telling you exactly why he feels this way. This is how he was born. This is how he was raised. This is what he was taught at a young age to be like this, and he is continuing to be like this. One thing about Kyrie Irving that you can agree with, you have to be able to agree with, whether you like him or not, is that he stays consistent, and he's consistently the same. I don't know if he's going to address this ever, and I'm pretty sure if he does address this, it's going to be a quick statement, and he's just going to speak his truth, and it's not going to be long and drawn out. But he's pretty much going to say along these lines exactly what he's saying right here. I know that I'm going to miss events, parties, girls, things like that. But if I want to be the best version of myself, if I want to become what I'm expected to become, these are the consequences, these are the realities, these are the things that I am going to have to let go to continue on down my path. And if you can't deal with that, if you can't agree with that, I don't know what to say.
Free of that. Whoever's holding you back, it's not gonna happen for everybody. That's the other fucked up part about it. Speak my language, but once you unlock that potential, it doesn't matter the height, it doesn't matter where you're from. People find you, you'll get there. I mean, you gotta truly believe that. And I didn't make all the right decisions in my life, but I always look at that I'm not perfect, but I have lived experience to be able to share that I got better. You know, I'm sure I understood what family really meant and understand why you're sacrificing the time to be healthy. Like, if a family member or friend can understand that, they ain't for you, man. I'm telling you. Don't even try to force it in your life. Hey, man, it's worth it. It's worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it. He's come a long way. And as professional athletes, you see them kind of start from the young, especially when they get into their professional league at a young age, 18, 19, 20. You see them grow and you see the maturity and the progression. Some may not mature as quickly as others. Some may never mature. Some may never progress. But you at least get to see it with your own eyes. I think we sometimes forget that these athletes come into their leagues, their professions as young kids. Like when you look back at yourself, like say 20 years old, 19, 20 years old, what you were doing when you were 19, 20 years old compared to what you're doing 30, 35, 40, it has to be totally different. I mean, if you're still doing the same things at that age, 19, as you're doing now, that's wild. But to the ones that know about growth and progression, they look back at themselves and be like, man, I was wild back when I was younger. Or I did some things, or damn, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I said that. So we're just seeing it in the spotlight. So these mistakes that Kyrie is saying that he has made, he said he's made mistakes. Why do we continue to hold those things against people when we shouldn't hold it against ourselves? The same mistakes that we made when we're younger, that we have gone past, that we have grown from, we shouldn't hold ourselves accountable for those mistakes. We should understand that they were part of our life, a part of our growing process, and continue to move on and be great. And that's what Kyrie is doing. And that's what Kyrie is saying. For people to say that he should have been at the reunion is that's crazy to me. That's just nonsensical. He's explaining that his path, what he's meant to do, he's in a position. I don't know how many years he has left in the league to play at this high level, but he's at a position right now where he needs to take advantage of every opportunity to say words like this to the youth and to lift them up, to show them that there's a way, there's a path for them to be great, whether that's in the sport that they're playing, whether that's outside of the sport that they're playing. And I love it. And for anybody to pick the side of him going to the reunion other than doing what he's doing at this camp, if this is exactly what he decided to do instead, then you guys just don't understand life. You guys just don't understand growth, and you guys are just going to always be stuck in the same cycle. I love it, Kyrie. Never Kyrie Sandler over here. Top guy for me, one of the best players, if not the best player to ever come out of New Jersey. The ones who know him know that Kyrie Irving is a stand-up guy, and he will continue to be that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Continue to support. Love you all. Thank you for the support. Till next time, this is Coach Cav, and I'm out of here. Peace.